Welcome in to Two Country Home. So today we're in the kitchen and thought we'd bring you a quick video of one of the meals we like to prepare. That's when and if we can find it. This particular cut of beef is what they call picanha. It's a cut of beef that's often found in Brazil. It can be found here in churrasqueiras around the U.S. I think it translates to fillet steak in English, and basically it's kind of right above the hip on the back. That's the cut of beef it is. So as you can see here, it has a very thick fat cap, much like a brisket would have. You leave the fat cap on, you cook it fat side up, and you can do it either on the grill or we do it in the oven. Normally it would be done over open flame, but here we do it in the oven for an hour and 10 minutes at 375 degrees. This is some coarse salt that actually comes from Brazil, and basically we just and we've already salted the other side. We just put a coarse salt right on it, and this salt will stay and cook down into the fat. So when it's finished, and we'll come back when we're done, we'll cut it off against the grain into thin cuts. But it's a very, very tasty cut of beef, and like I say, we'll bring it back in about an hour and 10 minutes when we're ready to take it out of the oven. I'll go ahead now and put it in. No water, no covering, just straight in the oven, just like that, in a shallow baking pan. And like I say, in about an hour and 10 minutes, we'll bring it back to see how it looks. So, welcome back. So it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. It was a pretty thick piece of meat, so we let it go a little longer. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. See what we got. So it's of course it's cooked down quite a bit. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find something to get that cut with. So basically, like a lot of cuts of meat, you want to go ahead and cut your picanha, cut it across the grain. So let's get into it, and hopefully it'll be as good as it smells. You can cut it as thick or as thin, and normally it'd be cut off pretty thin, as you can see. Quite done. It's a thicker piece of meat, but looks like that time was just about right. Sometimes you can serve it up a little more medium rare, but definitely juicy. Get a little bit here on the tip. Of course, my wife, the photographer, is looking at me now because she's definitely ready. But let me give it a little bit of a quick taste test to see how it is. Definitely good. Get the thick salt taste. So we're going to serve that up with a baked potato from our garden, and we've done up some sweet corn, or as they say in Brazil, milho verde. So we're going to go ahead and get our plates put together for our early dinner. So I just thought I'd show you a quick cut of beef called Picanha. If you can find it here in the U.S., we live here in Texas, so we shop at a store called H-E-B. They tend to have this sometimes. Right now it's actually reasonable, about $5 a pound. Sometimes it'll be a lot more, but it was a good price, and it's a really tasty cut of beef if you can find it. So with that, I think I'll close the video, and I'll see you next time from Two Country Home.